Tokyo Game Show 2016. Let's go. PlayStation stuff, VR stuff, HTC Vive stuff. So this is an area that I'm sure that many of you will be really excited about. Summer Lesson will be coming out from Bandai Namco on PlayStation VR. There were a few moments in the game where it's just a little bit too... Oh my goodness. I've never been so tired in my whole life. Hello and welcome to another NihongoGamer video. I'm here in front of Tokyo Game Show 2016. This is the main entrance, but of course there are hours of lines going that way. You can see all the people getting out of the line and finally getting into the building. There's going to be all the best new and upcoming video games from Japan, PlayStation stuff, VR stuff, HTC Vive stuff, VR companies that are not even HTC, Oculus, or PlayStation VR. There's going to be indie games, there's going to be esports, digital art battles, there's going to be cosplay, game schools in case you want to check out like how to study in Japan, studying how to make games in Japan. There is so much stuff going on in here, and the only thing is that it's really, really loud inside. I probably won't be able to be speaking to you much from the inside of the show floor, but I will try and talk and do a voiceover as much as possible later. I'm getting some funny looks because I'm shouting at my camera in front of the entrance. Tokyo Game Show 2016, let's go! Game Show 2016. This is where it's all happening. You can see it's super, super busy behind me. People coming in cosplay, people coming just in their regular clothes. They're all trying to line up, get all the best stuff. Look, there's even a store here selling official goods. They're all trying to get all that stuff before it sells out. It's only midday now. It's probably the right time to get all the goods before they go out of stock. Let's try and get into the show floor, but it's gonna be packed, so I'm a little bit worried. Coming into the show floor now, but it's super, super loud, so I'm gonna have to shout at you quite a lot, but I'm going to show you a view from the top. Let's go downstairs. Alright, I'm on the show floor. It's really, really loud, so you probably can't hear anything I'm saying, but this is the main area where all the big companies are. Konami is here, Bandai Namco is here, Sony is here, but really you can't really see much right now because it's so, so packed. This is the Resident Evil booth. So it looks like there are ways to get tickets for VR. On business day it's sold out immediately, but I think they've got special times where you can line up and try again to get a ticket. So I might even try and get a ticket for VR because I wasn't able to do it before. That would be really cool if I could get in. So this is an area that I'm sure that many of you will be really excited about, is the booth for Persona 5 and all of the Sega stuff that's happening. Atlas, of course, is now, I think, part of Sega. That's why they're in the Sega booth area. And all the Yakuza stuff happening over there in the distance. Persona 5 looking good. I'm walking past the Square Enix booth now, where they're showing videos of Final Fantasy 15, Kingdom Hearts, and World of Final Fantasy, which is going to be on PlayStation Vita and on PS4. I actually played the demo of World of Final Fantasy. It was really, really cute. There were a few moments in the game where it's just a little bit too slow. Summons take like a minute and a half, and it takes forever for them to go by. So I'm hoping that in the final version that they release, there'll be a way to skip that. It's packed here, obviously. Good luck anyone trying to play it. So walking past the Bandai Namco booth now, they've got Macross Delta, Tekken 7, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, Sword Art Online Hollow Realization, and all sorts of awesome stuff going on here. I think also they'll be talking about VR later, because Summer Lesson will be coming out from Bandai Namco on PlayStation VR, finally going to come up to the Sony PlayStation booth. They've got VR running, they've got PlayStation 4s running, PS Vita's running, all sorts of stuff. Alright, so what you can see me getting strapped into now is the HTC Vive. This is being run by a company called PD Tokyo, which is specializing in entertainment. So they're not actually selling this game that they've made, and they're not really selling the setup either, the one using the camera to film the person with the green screen and superimposing them in the shot. This is all because they are running a new entertainment system. I don't know for sure if they're going to deploy it as an arcade game, or if maybe they'll just use it for TV programs and have celebrities come on and play VR for fun. But it was a lot of fun for me to play, and I would be happy if they would release it as an actual game. One of the things that I noticed about this game as well is that people who hadn't done VR before weren't really sure how to move, and I think I was somewhere in the middle. I tried to not look like I was waving around a feather duster, but this was my first time playing with the HTC Vive, so I was definitely at the beginner level in terms of experience, but wow, I absolutely genuinely believed that I was there. It was really important to me that I could actually move forwards, move backwards, left and right, turn around 360 degrees. I was certain that if I had played this while sitting down, it wouldn't be nearly as fun. And you can just see, like, I actually totally looked like I believe I was in that space. It also helped that they had a mechanical fan blowing at my back, so you felt that there was atmosphere, that there was wind. Now, unfortunately, I've just been annihilated by the boss, but I'm told that it actually is defeatable. I just didn't have enough hit points by the time I got to the boss. Oh my goodness. I've never been so tired in my whole life.
It's a good exercise, isn't it?
Oh my goodness. VR is the most tiring thing in the whole world. I'm so tired. Also, I have no idea what level of ridiculous I looked. I don't feel sick. I think that's probably the most important thing. And also, being able to walk forwards and backwards was really important. I don't think I would have enjoyed that if I had been forced to stand. I felt like naturally I wanted to move forward, backwards, duck and stuff. Not that I felt that it was doing me any good to duck. I was like ducking and I was like, I'm still gonna get hit by the enemies. Okay, I'm gonna calm down, have a coffee or something without caffeine in it, then think about my life and how much money I can save to buy VR. Alright, I am back from Tokyo Game Show, and I had a really cool time, but I was actually there for 3 out of the 4 days because I went on the 2 previous business days and public day, and by the time I got to public day, I have to admit, I was pretty worn out from being at Tokyo Game Show for so many days. Public day was so busy and so packed that part of me didn't want to be at Tokyo Game Show at all, which is a shame because it was nice to see all the games there. It's a great opportunity for indie developers to show their stuff. I think now more than ever, being able to test out games at Tokyo Game Show is really, really important because VR, you cannot just tell people about it. They really do need to try it to get the full idea of what VR feels like. So being able to try that game with the HTC Vive was so much fun, but it's not actually a game that we'll be able to buy. What I want to say about Tokyo Game Show is that they do not actually set it up so that you can experience really anything. Most of the time you're just standing at the back of a very large group of people watching a TV screen, and the most annoying thing about that is that it's usually a video that's already available on YouTube, online, or on the official website. And it's like, why did I even come to Tokyo Game Show if all I'm doing is watching these big screens? Yes, if you queue up for maybe half an hour to an hour and a half, you can maybe play some games, but all the stuff that they were showing was like stuff that we've already been able to play. There've already been 2 demos for Final Fantasy 15, so I really couldn't be bothered about the brand new demo. World of Final Fantasy, yeah, I played it, but I didn't get much more of an experience than what you could get from just watching the trailer on YouTube. There was one company that was doing it right. Capcom had loads and loads of 3DSs set up so that you could actually play Monster Hunter Stories, which is the RPG version of Monster Hunter, which is coming up soon. I probably will be buying that, so do look forward to gameplays in the future. But I just felt like if there's one thing TGS should be doing, it should be creating as many play spots as possible, just putting just consoles, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of consoles everywhere, and just letting people go in and play as much as possible. But instead, I just felt like it was just a warehouse after warehouse after warehouse of giant screen showing stuff that I've already seen on the internet. I would actually say that being at Tokyo Game Show increased my level of FOMO no end. I just felt like I was constantly missing out on something that was happening on the other side of Tokyo Game Show. It's like, I want to see what's going on at this booth and that booth, and there's some people doing an interview over there and some people doing a stage performance over there, and instead of feeling like lots of cool stuff was happening, I just felt like I'm not seeing anything. How come I can't be in 10 places at once? As a consumer, going to the show to see new stuff and potentially play new stuff, that experience isn't there at all. I mean, you just go in, you feel stressed because it's crowded. Okay, here's another thing that really bugs me, is that these games are going to be coming out in the next week, or games that are coming out like in 2 weeks time. And the majority of the ones that I really wanted to play were PlayStation VR, and they just didn't have enough spaces open. Tokyo Game Show, it was cool, but I did leave with the feeling that I don't need to go to Tokyo Game Show. I could just watch the news on YouTube. Since we're here, let's check out what you guys have been saying in the comments. Alright, the first question's from the iPhone 7 video I did a while back. Ryan Fields says, "Hey Nihongo, what do you think of the recent PS4 Pro news? Are you game or on the fence? I'm still not sure." You know what? I'm not really sure that we need a PS4 Pro. I'm also not sure that even if when they make PS4 Pro available, I'm not sure that many people will buy it. 4K TVs have been around for a while, but so many people invested in HD TVs less than 10 years ago. And even though TVs are kind of replaced every 10 years instead of every 30 years now, I think it's too soon to get people to upgrade to 4K TVs. Some people will have the monitors because they're doing video editing and they want to have a high resolution image in the corner of the screen, but other than that, most people do not have 4K, and I don't think they will have 4K until movies start being distributed in 4K. So here's the thing, PS4 Pro, as far as I know, it doesn't run 4K Blu-ray, so not even thinking about gaming. Until the movie industry starts making it normal to watch movies in 4K, I don't think we're going to buy 4K TVs. And if we don't have 4K TVs, I don't think we're going to buy PS4 Pros just for 4K. If we are buying PS4 Pro because it makes the VR experience better, like if VR actually makes you sick on the PS4, but PS4 Pro has a higher frame rate, or it does something better with the graphics so that you feel less sick, then yes, I could see people buying the PS4 Pro. Personally, I have zero need for a PS4 Pro. I don't even have my PS4 visible. I actually tuck it behind my TV. I don't even see it, so I don't care that it's that big. I don't need the Slim, and I don't need the PS4 Pro. But if VR is going to be improved, and if I happen to feel sick with the original version, then yeah, I would consider upgrading to the PS4 Pro. Not really. This is a comment from Saskia on the coffee video I made recently. "The shaking coffee made me quite nervous, haha. Good video though, I really appreciate that you try to look for the reason why they changed something and come up with some ideas rather than just rant. I have a feeling I may have undone all of those good things by ranting pretty much this entire video about Tokyo Game Show. I'm sorry that I didn't really love Tokyo Game Show, but I'm always going to value honesty rather than hype. And I just didn't feel the hype for Tokyo Game Show this year. It's like, what was really exciting? Okay, Final Fantasy 15, yes, but we've been waiting like 10 years for that game. And I don't know, Biohazard, Resident Evil 7, yeah, looks cool, but apparently VR is making people sick. I don't know, I haven't played Resident Evil 4, 5, or 6, so I'm just kind of not that excited about Resident Evil anymore, but who knows, VR might be my chance to get back into it. Worlds of Final Fantasy, I played it, it was a bit dull because you have to go through, it's really slow, I'm really sorry to say, it's quite slow. Bandai Namco, Sword Art Online, the graphics looked really, really good, actually I was quite excited about that, but it wasn't groundbreaking. It's like we've already had like 3 Sword Art Online games, so do we really need Hollow Realization? Maybe just because the graphics are nice. Essentially, the problem was I wasn't blown away by anything that was playable. It could just be my fault that I didn't really spend enough time in the booths. It's just I was worried that I was not able to get enough video footage of the entire event. Maybe it would have been more fun to just go to Tokyo Game Show and not be taking videos, and then I could have focused more on actual games. So yeah, it could just be my own fault. It is easier to get views if you just rant about something. Like if I said, Apple is dumb because they got rid of the headphone jack. Oh, they're so stupid and they're so up themselves and they're all just trying to benefit themselves and they shouldn't have done that. I would probably have got more views on that video, but it doesn't really interest me getting more views. Essentially, I just wanted to talk about whether the iPhone 7 would be a good thing to buy, whether you've got an iPhone 5 or an iPhone 6s. And for me, iPhone 7 is going to be a good purchase, so when it comes, I'll be quite excited about it. I'm a bit bummed about the fact that there's no headphone jack, but it's not something that can't be worked around. There is an adapter, and I do plan on having wireless headphones mostly in the future anyway, because then I can sync between the watch, I can sync between the phone, I can sync between my computer, my iPad, and not have to plug in and out. And I have broken devices before by getting them tugged on the headphone cable and ripping the headphone jack out of place, so I'm kind of fine with having a wireless future. For now. This is from the video I did with NihongoGamer. This is from Tokenite. They say, what a legendary collab. Haha, had no idea you knew each other. Awesome vid. Actually, we didn't. I met NihongoGamer literally that day. We were meeting up because a bunch of us were going to be filming TGS, and it was just much easier to go as a group. And it was kind of like, hey, if we're going to both be there, I sent him a message. I was like, can we do a little video where I showcase your channel on my channel? If you've never seen his unboxings and his channel, I have a lot of respect for that guy. He's funny. Just go subscribe to him. Sorry that I was a little bit negative about Tokyo Game Show. I think that if I had been focusing more on just playing games and not filming for YouTube, maybe I would have had a better time at Tokyo Game Show, but I would say that they just don't have enough consoles. The Capcom booth was just astounding. They had like 1 VR headset, and literally I ran in the morning, and within 10 seconds all the slots were gone. They're just like, oh, maybe come back at the end of the day, you might have a chance to play then. I was like, ugh, what is the point of TGS? But if you had a good time, actually, if you went to Tokyo, or you came to Tokyo, and you came and saw Tokyo Game Show, do let me know. Did you have a good time? And if you didn't go to Tokyo Game Show and you've just been watching YouTube videos about it, do let me know your opinions. Do you want a PS4 Pro? Stuff like that. If you're going to be investing in VR, do let me know. I think I will absolutely, definitely be investing in HTC Vive, but I will have to get a computer first, which is another video that I'm planning on making in the future. But I need to save up some money and I need to choose my parts correctly before I build it. Anyway guys, thanks for watching this video. I've had a really good time at Tokyo Game Show. It was 3 days and it was long, and I didn't get to play as many games as I wanted to, but it is a cool show and I'm glad they do it. And yeah, it is fun, it is fun. So anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, share the links and all that good stuff, and I'll see you next time. Come on, rush, rush, rush. That's pretty interesting. Ooh, here we go. This is my favorite combo. Yeah, because it takes his sunglasses off. Oh, I see. So she's friends with this character, huh? We're going to see whether King of Fighters 14 is more fun